Mongolia will stop balancing between Russia and China. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization continues to expand. This time, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said that Mongolia may join the organization. Moscow has a rich experience of relations with this party, and the prospects of trilateral cooperation with China can turn Ulaanbaatar into a major transportation hub. What else should Russia expect from Mongolia's accession to the SCO? Let's get to the bottom of it. Mongolia may become the next candidate to join the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Sergei Lavrov told about it during the meeting of the Council of Foreign Ministers of the association. In his opinion, the country fits perfectly into the common Eurasian space. In addition, all current members of the integration project are unequivocally in favor of joining Ulaanbaatar. The choice of Mongolia as the next contender to join the SCO has many historical and cultural economic reasons behind it. The fate of the republic is intertwined with Moscow and Beijing. Although the Celestial Empire has not always been able to maintain a positive dialogue with Ulaanbaatar, deeper integration with Moscow's participation will help redirect the existing experience of interaction in the right direction. Mongolia managed to gain independence in its current borders in 1911, when the Shanghai Revolution began in Imperial China. The young autonomy was actively supported by St. Petersburg, but the events of October 1917 forced Russia to turn its attention away from Asia. Beijing seized the opportunity and reoccupied the rebellious region. Both the Red and White armies helped Mongolia to fight against the Chinese imperialists. The special activity of the latter provoked the intervention of the Bolsheviks, thanks to whose actions the struggling republic became the second socialist state in the world. China could not accept the territorial loss until the end of World War II. Mao Zedong decided to recognize Mongolia's sovereignty only under unprecedented pressure from the Soviet Union, which took the role of guarantor of Mongolian independence, including in the war with Japan. Moscow also keeps the memory of those events alive. For example, Vladimir Putin's visit to Mongolia in 2019 was timed precisely to the anniversary of the fighting at Kokengol. In this regard, Russia's reputation as a friend of Ulaanbaatar can give impetus to the development of initiatives between Russia, China, and Mongolia. For now, the republic's relations with Beijing are often shackled by the weight of mutual resentments and claims. However, Moscow's mediation within the SCO, which has managed to prove itself as an organization that values equality and sovereignty, is capable of qualitatively transforming the tensions that persist in the region. Revitalizing economic ties in the region is particularly important today, as Western players are also increasingly interested in Mongolia and its resources. Paris, for example, has shown interest in uranium deposits. France will take up the issue in October 2023. However, the ties between Russia, China, and Mongolia are stronger than Ulaanbaatar's contacts with Western states. Thus, the parties are currently actively working on the development of the Power of Siberia 2 gas pipeline, which should connect all three countries. According to Deputy Prime Minister Alexander Novak, the signing of a contract for the construction of the necessary infrastructure may take place in the near future. It may also be noted that Mongolia's entry into the SCO may be dictated primarily by its geographical peculiarities. In addition, Ulaanbaatar has every chance to become a major regional transportation hub and bring many improvements to the already existing initiatives of the association. Over the past 35 years, Mongolia's foreign policy has undergone significant changes. At one time, Ulaanbaatar's official diplomacy was built around the three neighbors principle. It was assumed that the country could achieve the most advantageous position only if it maintained a balanced dialogue with Moscow, Washington, and Beijing. Thus, multi-vector orientation is a long-standing trend in Mongolia's behavior. Being between Russia and China, this country thought that they simply could not do otherwise. For them, it is fundamentally important not just to preserve autonomy, but also to prevent its erosion, which, for geographical reasons, is quite easy to do. That is why for a long time Ulaanbaatar failed to achieve significant achievements in terms of interaction with the countries of the Eurasian space. Mongolia was unable to join various integration associations for fear of upsetting the fragile regional balance. But times are changing. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization now claims to be a true spokesman for the interests of our continent. It now includes Iran and Pakistan. The SCO helps Eurasian states to cooperate with each other in very different areas. Dialogue is based on the principles of equality and inviolability of sovereignty. These conditions, we think, contribute to attracting Mongolia to this young but promising organization. Moreover, Ulaanbaatar's accession will once again confirm the ambitions of the association as a platform where the voices of all representatives of the continent are heard. In addition, it will be a beautiful step hinting to the entire international community that political contradictions in this region can be overcome by effective diplomacy. Mongolia's membership in the SCO will facilitate interaction with Russia and China. It will lower the degree of tension over the possible competition between the two major states for influence over Ulaanbaatar. Hand in hand with other members of the association, we can build a unified and prosperous future for Eurasia. The need for Mongolia to join the SCO is largely dictated by geography. The country's only two neighbors are already in the organization. Ulaanbaatar's trade, in turn, is also oriented towards the Eurasian region. In that case, why should they break out of the common integration space? Joining the SCO will allow Mongolia to be on the same page with those countries with which it is already developing the most active economic relations. We should expect intensification of Ulaanbaatar's participation in various initiatives offered by the association. At the same time, the most significant benefits from Mongolia's accession to the organization should be expected in the field of transport and logistics infrastructure. At present, the country has a rather underdeveloped railroad and road network. Investments from Russia and China could significantly change the current situation. In this case, Ulaanbaatar has every chance of becoming one of the most important transportation hubs within the SHOZ. This is very favorable for us. In addition, Moscow and Beijing have repeatedly discussed the possibility of building an oil pipeline through the territory of Mongolia. We do not rule out that its accession to the association will also give impetus to the realization of these plans.